This is going to be a very fun lecture. We want to do something called column from examples. On Excel, you would know the flash fill command. So when you select data, you have this small button here called flash fill. This is next to the text to columns button. And how flash fill works is like this. So if you haven't done this earlier, you can simply write OFF as a sample. And when you press Ctrl E, E for elephant, it automatically understands that you wanted the first three letters like this. If I said I wanted OFF and PA, then it gives me the first six letters. And if I put in OFF and maybe the last three letters 174 and OFF 223, very smartly it is picking the first three letters and the last three letters. Fantastic, right? Those of you who haven't seen this earlier, you will find this absolutely remarkable. And those of you who have been working on it, I'm sure you will all agree with me that Flashfill is a beautiful tool that is available on Excel. But here's the challenge. When you're working with Flashfill, the first problem is that Excel doesn't tell you how it arrived at the result, which means that while you're getting the answers, you're not learning anything. You're not learning the formula, which means that you can't reuse it in any other file. Also, Flashfill will not work if more values get added in the future, like this. So it is not a dynamic function, it is just a single one-time operation. Column from examples on Power Query makes this even better. It fundamentally works the same way. You give a sample or a bunch of samples and it gives you the result. The advantage is that the results are going to be dynamic, and you can also see the formula that is being written at the back end. So without any further ado, let's select the data, send it to Power Query. So data and from table oblique range. The option we want to select here is add column. And then the first option is called column from examples. In fact, the shortcut you have on Power Query is the same that you have on Excel as well. Okay, the first example is where we want the first three letters. So we want to write OFF, and you notice without any problem, it is able to pick up the first three characters. But more importantly, if you look in the top left corner, it is also telling you what is the function that it wrote. So it wrote text dot before delimiter data and then a dash. Very cool, right? Which means that it is also teaching you how it is able to arrive at the formula. It is not mysterious like flash fill, where you get the result but you don't know how it came. So I want to remove it, and let's do one more. I want to select the number, so 140 174, and again you notice this time it is text dot after delimiter, so very similar to the first one. What if we wanted to pick the first three characters and the last three characters? So OFF and then 174. Now you notice that in one sample, Power Query was not able to understand the entire problem. So we have to give it one more. So OFF 223, and you notice we get the answer, and again it is now telling us that it did a text.combine where it first took the starting four characters and then from the middle it took till the 12th character. Very nice, right? If you press OK, you will see in the formula bar that the entire formula has been written here like this. And when you do it a few times and you learn it, then you don't even need to use flash fill, or rather column from examples. You can directly write the entire formula like this. So let me remove the last step and let's do that once again. So column from examples. Let's try to do something a little more complicated. I want to write FFO, FFO, and then I can write RUF. Do you see what is happening? If you look carefully, it is actually reversing the first three characters. So OFF becomes FFO, FUR becomes RUF, and then TEC becomes CET. It's a little pointless example, but it's a good example to show you how powerful column from examples is, and it can really write this very advanced formula for you. Of course, if you wanted to write it yourself, you could have, but the best part is that you don't have to do that. It will write the formula for you automatically. So let's remove that. Let's do one more. So this time I want to swap the positions a little bit. So I want to have PA in the beginning, and then I want to keep the number. So that would be, let's say, only the last three digits. So 174, and then OFF. One more sample. So we have LA, then 223, and then OFF. And you notice it is able to understand my pattern, which means that I'm taking these middle two characters, taking the last three numbers, and then finally taking the first three characters. So I can go on and cover as many examples for you. But the point here is that you have learned how it works. It's a very, very powerful feature. And the more that you experiment with this, you will learn a lot more. For example, I just noticed that we're not really getting the right result because it is showing me OFF in every single value. Not a problem. Let's just do that once again. So I want to take PA, OFF, and then 174. Then we take LA, and then 223, and then OFF. Sorry, what had we taken last time? Let me just try to recall. So we had taken PA, and then the number 174, and then OFF. Here we are taking LA, and then 223 and OFF. And perhaps we should give one more sample as well. So let's give it as CH 063 and FUR, and I think it is working perfectly. So we press OK and we get the result that we wanted. If we click on close and apply, let me not do that. Let me click on close and load. So the dataset that we have created will get loaded on Excel. Let's put it right next to our original dataset. And like we have been doing all along, this is dynamic. What that means is that if more values get added, so just copying a few values here and changing the last three numbers, and maybe this is AS and this is 999. In a simple right click refresh, the results would come here. Very cool, right? So you have created an automated process wherein you don't have to do anything over and over again. The first time you have defined the formula using column from examples, you can get the results like this. Let me give you one more example. So we have some dates here. I'm just creating some random dates. So let's say we want to keep dates between 44, okay, let's say between 43,500 and 44,500. Okay, let's convert this into dates. Excellent. So we can select the data, send it to Power Query. So data and then from table oblique range. And now we can extract different parts of this complete date using column from examples. So since we don't have a time value, I want to change it to date. And let's start with column from examples now. So watch carefully. If I write 2021, you notice it extracts only the year for you. What is the function that it is writing? It is date.year dates. Make sense? Okay, let's do one more. So column from examples. If I write 25, then obviously it is extracting all the dates for me. But watch this. What if I put TUE? Now you notice that the moment I write TU, it gives me a prompt saying that Saturday is the day of the week name from the dates column. Now this has been detected automatically. So even if I wrote MO, it is able to detect. Actually, that is not working. Let me quickly see. Okay, if I write M, it tells me that Saturday is the day of week name. And if I select Saturday here, you notice it is able to extract only the name of the, or rather the day of the week name from the original data set. And if you notice carefully, there are all these options available. So these are all the things that it is able to extract for you. Very cool, right? So you can get the number of days in a month, the day of year, you can see the day from dates, you can see the age compared to today, you can see the month, you can see the year, right? So a lot of different options are available here. Something very cool, I can see the start of quarter from dates, which means that in a single formula, now it is able to tell me that 25th of September, the start of the quarter would have been the 1st of July. 15th of June, the start would have been the 1st of April. Imagine on Excel, it would have taken you so many formulas to get this result. And we can do this so simply on Power Query. So like I said earlier, there are different ways of using column from examples. The more you practice, the better you learn and understand. So please make sure not to worry when you don't get the answer that you want. Try to give some more samples. Sometimes it might not work. That's completely all right. But practice makes perfect. So let's do one last example before we continue. Here we have some sample numbers, and these numbers are between, let's say, 10 and 100. All right. So we want to send this data to Power Query. So data from table oblique range. Now notice this carefully. I can select the column, click on column from examples, and I can simply write a range. So I want to say that 76 is between 60 and 80. So I create an interval size of 20, and very smartly, it is automatically creating an interval size of 20 each. So it is telling me that 75 is 60 to 80, 43 is 40 to 60, 87 is 80 to 100. What is the formula that it has written? When you press OK, you can see the entire formula can be seen here. Let me click on the gear icon. So this is the formula that has been written. I know it's a very long, complicated formula, but that's the best part. We did not have to do anything. The entire formula was written automatically by us simply teaching Power Query what is the range that I wanted. And it is obviously very smart. So if you had not given a range of 20, let's say you had given a range of 25. So I said that 76 is between 75 to 100. This time, if you notice, the range would have been an interval size of 25 each. Wonderful, right? So we have done a number of examples. I showed you how to do some basic data cleaning where we worked with these data sets, where we did extraction. I told you how to work with dates where you want to extract specific parts from the date. And I also told you how you can work with numbers to be able to create interval sizes from all these numbers.